Well, only on 6 tonight, a huge fish kill behind a Seminole County neighborhood, sending a horrible stink into the air.
Some neighbors say it is burning their throats and causing asthma, and they are not buying the city's explanation for the problem. The fish turned up dead on Saturday in a large retention pond off Shioa Boulevard in Winter Springs. It's the city's former golf course right near 434. News 6's Eric Von Anken is there live tonight. So, Eric, what does the city say caused this giant fish kill?
Lisa, a valve malfunctioned, I'm told, underground on a reclaimed water pipe, spilling that water into the pond. It's been 3 days since. Most of the fish have been cleaned up, but still it stinks a bit. And what neighbors also worry about here is the other wildlife. They say this is a bald eagle nesting area. Check it out. Herons over there, they say, that have been eating the fish. And those guys. The vultures have moved in looking for an easy meal, attracted by the smell of rotting fish.
All around there.
Neighbors gathered to show us where it was the worst this past weekend, they say, and gave us these pictures.
And the stench at night last night was horrific.
Thousands, they say, of dead fish floating on top of this retention pond here in the Highlands area of Winter Springs.
It was in my kitchen.
It's horrific.
And piled on the shoreline of what was once the city's golf course almost a decade and a half ago.
All we're looking for is answers. How are we going to correct this problem moving forward?
We've had the Florida Department of Environmental Protection in to look at it.
Winter Springs' mayor says an old pipe that runs under the old golf course that almost no one knew about had a broken valve, which spewed reclaimed water into the pond, and the chlorine in the water killed the fish, he explained.
And it turns out that we were educated by in contact with a former Public Works employee who said, oh yeah, we know, that's that valve that always leaks.
I don't believe any of it.
These neighbors believe the water is toxic and the problem is bigger than a leaky valve. And more than 100 people commented on Facebook, mostly critical and skeptical of the city's valve explanation.
Well, whether that's true or not, I mean, the end result is what happened.
I think, as I mentioned, DEP's been on site, so whether they trust what they're being told from me and from the city is really a moot point, because we will hear from the impartial body that comes out of Tallahassee.
And the mayor says the leak has now been stopped, so no more reclaimed water flowing into this pond. He says they're working on fixing that valve. I asked DEP for any preliminary findings when they were out here yesterday. So far, nothing, but we will keep following up as soon as we get that full investigative report. We'll bring it to you. For now, live in Winter Springs, Eric Von Anken getting results. News 6.